Okay, let's talk about guilt in a more fulsome way. Not the kind of guilt that comes from, doing real harm, but that chronic nagging guilt that shows up every time you say no, set a boundary, or prioritize your well being. This kind of guilt is often a trauma echo. I relate to this. Many of us grew up being parentified. You're basically taught take care of other people's feelings, walk on eggshells. I can relate to this, being the peacekeeper or the emotional regulator of the household. And over time, we learn, oh, if someone's upset, it's my fault. And you wire that into your brain. Even decades later, that becomes like an autopilot thought process, that guilt. But here's the truth. Guilt is a nervous system response. It's a survival imprint, not a moral failing. So what do? We begin to separate real guilt from programmed guilt. You need to notice the somatic cues, the tight chest, the racing thoughts, the shame spiral. And then you need to use tools to disrupt that. Tapping, EMDR, breath work. You need to disrupt the loop. Visualizations in which you're reparenting that younger part of you who was never allowed to have their own needs. This is deep work, but freedom lives there. You're not selfish, you're self-honoring. And that's something to celebrate, not feel guilty for.